I'll break out the riot gear first. Oh, Miss Ferguson. See you later. Yes, Miss Ferguson.
I suppose you've heard about that disgusting display outside the prison grounds?
Yes, I did. Seems to have boosted morale no end.
And at what cost? It was a total breach of prison discipline, and I don't just mean the women.
There was no harm done.
How can we be sure of that? The officers did nothing to stop it. Joined in the party, from what I heard.
Don't you think you're overreacting to some harmless fun?
Oh, come on. It was a deliberate ruse to draw attention away from another area. God knows what's been smuggled in this time.
All right, if you're so convinced, why don't you bring me some evidence?
I'll check with my source. If contraband has found its way in, you can be sure the minister will find out about it.
I'll sign the report myself. And while we're on the subject, don't you think it's time you stop playing Mickey Spillane and let us know who this source is? Once the women find out who's been informing on them, she'll need protection.
You don't need to worry. This is one source that won't be hung from the rafters.
And so they took her onto the roof and subjected her to a most terrifying ordeal. The woman probably wouldn't think twice about subjecting one of us to the same treatment. But does this justify their actions? Oh, Miss Ferguson.
I was told that one of these dorms had a block basin.
No, I don't think so. Why did you...
I told you why I was here, McCormick. Prisoners do not question officers in future. Remember that. Right, Maxwell, I want to know what that nonsense outside the fence was for.
You haven't a clue.
Don't give me that. It had to be a cover-up.
Look, it was just a strip show from what I heard. Anyway, our deal had nothing to do with me turning informer. Let's stick to business. There are a couple of things I need from you.
Such as?
Muscle and cocaine.
Ugh. You can forget the cocaine. Because I'm not doing anything that can be traced back to me. The muscle you have to find for yourself.
Look, I can destroy Connors if we get someone in here who's a match for her. There must be someone in another block you could get transferred. The cocaine is to buy the extra backing we'll need to make sure Connors stays down.
You can forget the drugs. You have to think of something else.
Too late. Everything's been organized, including the payoffs. We mightn't get another chance if we let this one go. Here's the supplier.
Williams?
Janet's sister. Don't worry, all Janet knows is that I'm arranging for someone to get it.
Well, what about the money? Stuff like that doesn't come cheap.
You know prisoners aren't allowed cash. Call it an investment for the future. Your future.
Very smart, Maxwell. But you're forgetting one thing. Egbert. She's still one of the conditions.
Plant some cocaine in her cell. Should be enough.
Nah, it's too simple. She's got to be caught red-handed. This, Williams. Would she have supplies of LSD?
I'm sure she would.
Oh, God, you should have seen him. Oh, God.
Muscles in all the right places.
Yeah,
it was
so funny, Nancy. Everybody, I mean, the way it happened, Ellen.
funny.
It was fantastic.
Hey, did you get on, Jessie?
Shut up, you lot. I got a message. Jessie sends her love and she hoped you liked the budget Rena truck up with half a mile away. What's happening?
They're still celebrating Jessie's surprise.
Hey, where's Auntie Ida? I thought you were going to bring her to see the tape. She's still snoring her head off.
Oh, that's okay. We can show it to Nancy now and then show it again later. Hang on, it's my tape and I say what goes. Oh, what? What'd you listen to? Oh, get stuffed. I did all the hard work and I say when it's shown, it'll cost you $1 each to see it. There, you great hoe.
You're going to take the cake, sister. More hide than a Brahmin bull.
Oh, free enterprise. That's okay, ain't it?
It was a present to all of us. You can't charge.
Only the strip in the flesh was. Not my tape. Hella zoomed in all the right places, and now it's worth paying for.
Yeah? You did? Patterson's pornographic peep show. What do you reckon?
Well, I'll have one, but it's got to be in the front row. No worries.
For a buck, it better be the right one.
You don't look too unhappy about missing it.
Peter came.
True.
Oh, Julie, it was so good to see him again. He's got a girl now, you know. He's even talking about getting married.
Oh, that's fantastic. No wonder you're letting all this go over your head.
I think I might sneak off for a while. I like to be on my own for a bit.
Okay, I'll catch you at 10.
Now, if you lose your tickets, you don't get in. Anyone else want one?
It's like going through a dragon's dungeon with a huge trove of treasure at the end of the tunnel.
Just concrete and bars, Wilkinson.
Don't be so practical. Use your imagination. Hello there.
Wilkinson, Lorelei.
Just call me Laurie. It's more friendly.
Oh, let's just stick to your official name, shall we? Right, come down here and stand on the white line.
Everyone's being so boring and formal.
Well, you better get used to it. Your name is Lorelei Wilkinson.
That's only one of them. Sometimes I use other names. Samantha Timone, Cindy Barber. I love that one. Exotic. Sounds like something out of Arabian Nights.
Aliases.
I like to think of them as characters, each with their own little story.
You've been charged with theft and impersonating police
That's not
officers.
completely true.
Whether it is or
I
not...
was wearing plain clothes. I never wore a uniform once. Not that I don't like uniforms.
just let me finish.
All I did was tell a few jewelers that their employees were ripping them off, replacing diamonds with imitations.
And stealing some behind their backs.
Only a few.
So the answer's yes.
Pardon?
Your name is Lorelei Wilkinson. You've been charged with theft and impersonating a police officer.
Well, if you want to put it like that. Yes.
To be held on remand until such time as you're brought to trial. Is that correct?
So ironic. I was just about to get my own engagement ring, too. Such a lovely man.
Should have thought of that before you stole the diamonds.
I'll leave you to it.
Right, come over here. We'll check your suitcase and your handbag.
Do you like Tabitha Morelli? Very Mediterranean, I always thought.
Just empty your handbag.
Sneaking bitch. Well, I asked some of the other girls just to make sure. Nobody knew anything about a block drain, leaking tap, or anything like that.
What's with the happy faces?
Tell her, Liz. I was just saying, I caught Miss Ferguson snooping around in my cell.
Our
cell?
What was she doing then?
She's just in, I don't know. Just looking, I suppose.
Frigg doesn't just look. She's up to something. I'll bet my last buck on it. Could be testing us.
Planting something, maybe.
Yeah. As soon as we're finished here, we go and search the cell, every square inch of it.
Them two yeah, enjoy each other's stink, that's all.
Do you reckon they're up to something, Rick?
Well, those two.
Nah. A couple of mozzies need swatting every now and then.
I thought your old man never married. I phoned his sister. She's organising it. It's got nothing to do with him.
Good one. You're a bit of a dark horse, aren't you? I'd have thought all your friends on the outside were straight. If I didn't know you better.
Mind your own business. Just make sure the women know about the coke coming in.
Sure, no need to bite me bloody head off. Sandy know about the pickup?
She will.
Ah, and one eyeliner.
That's all.
Joe can't have enough makeup these days. You never know what young man might be. Oh, I don't suppose I'll
Sign,
have
will
any
you?
need for it.
Well, it'll all have to be checked, but since you're on remand, I see
You mean
no
I can
reason...
have it back?
That'll be up to the governor.
Oh.
In the meantime, we're to get you showered. So just come this way, please. Right, I'm off now.
Hello, Joan.
What's she doing here?
New arrival. Why?
Thought you were on the straight and narrow.
Okay, Sarah. Nice to see a friendly face, though.
Go through to the showers, will you? There's a towel in there. I'll be there in a minute. What's going on? Do you know?